Hello everyone, my name is Alexis and welcome to class today. We have a really fun flow, so roll out your mat and we're going to start right away in tabletop pose. So like always, make sure your hips are over your knees, shoulders over your wrists, firm up your core, and we're just going to start with some simple cat-cows. Inhaling, shining the heart forward. Exhaling, scooping the spine up to the sky. You're basically moving between a smile and a rainbow with your body here. So move with your breath as you inhale. Really reach through the back to broaden across the chest. And as you exhale, scoop the spine through. Imagine you can scoop through every vertebrae of your spine. We'll just do a couple more repetitions of this here. One more. Beautiful. And come to a nice straight spine. Again, imagine you can suck your belly button back to your core. And we're going to lift the left arm and the right leg, lower them back down. And we'll lift the opposite arm, opposite leg, right arm, left leg, back down. Lift the left arm, right leg, lower down. Right arm, left leg, lift. Lower down. You're just going to keep alternating. This is our bird dog. Keep your core super engaged here. Press through the mat with the knee and the hand that are on the mat and really reach through the lifted arm and leg. Lifting through left arm, right leg, lower down. Right arm, left leg, lower down. Beautiful. Very nice. Go ahead and extend the right leg behind you. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to nose. Extend it back behind you, knee to nose. Continue like that a couple more times. If you want to make it harder, you can extend the left arm forward and bring the knee and elbow to meet. Beautiful. Last time, extend it back. Exhale, knee to nose, and bring the right knee down to the mat, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Extend the left leg behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Extend back, inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Just a couple more times, really scooping through the spine, imagine you can use your core to drag that left knee to your nose. Very nice. Beautiful. And bring the left knee back to the mat. From here, come up onto your knees. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend forward, send the arms back behind you and bring where your forehead meets your hairline down to the mat. This is our rabbit pose. It's a pretty gentle inversion, but keep your legs active. Keep your core engaged here. I don't want you collapsing through your back. And breathe in and out through your nose. Beautiful. On your exhale, come all the way up. Lift the arms up overhead. Very nice. And come back down into tabletop pose. Keep your hips over your knees and take a big step forward with the right hand, big step forward with the left hand, and lower the chest down to the mat into your puppy pose. I don't want you collapsing through the back here, so keep your core engaged, almost as if you could lift your low back up to the sky, but relax through the chest, through the sternum, so you're really spreading across the shoulders and the collarbones for a nice stretch here. And then, of course, don't forget to breathe. Always breathing in and out through the nose. In every pose, come back to your breath. We're going to be holding poses for a little longer than usual in this class. In that, come back to your breath every time. Come back up to tabletop pose. Walk the hands forward an inch, curl the back toes under, and press your hips up into downward facing dog. And this is your first downward dog of the day, so walk out your legs, do any kind of adjustments and movements and fiddling and fidgeting that you need to do to get this down dog to a good spot. And then find a moment of stillness and take some breaths. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Move through that a couple more times, inhaling forward to plank and exhaling back to down dog. Almost like your cat-cow. Similar idea here. You're moving through your energy. Inhale forward, come into your plank, and you're just going to hold your plank. Just hold it. If you need to bring your knees down to the mat, you can. Keep breathing. Send your tailbone to your feet. Very nice. And then come over onto side plank onto your right side. So you're pressing your right hand into the mat. Left arm is reaching up to the ceiling. If you need to use that bottom leg to support you as a kickstand, by all means do so. And continue to breathe. My cat Cleo has decided to assist us with these planks. Come right through plank over to the left side. Same thing, pressing through the left hand. Engage your core. Very nice. Keep breathing. You're almost done. Come back through to plank and press back into downward facing dog. Very nice. Walk it out. Inhale forward into plank and lower yourself all the way down to the mat, whether that's through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. We're going to come into Sphinx pose next, so bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. And just like we did in cat-cow, where you were broadening across the collarbones, shining the heart forward, we're going to do that here. Press through the forearms to open up the collarbones, slide and glide your shoulder blades back together, and breathe. Beautiful. Lower your forehead all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands just off the mat so they're wider than your shoulders, and you can come up onto your tippy fingers or your palms. Take a deep breath in and lift yourself all the way up into your full cobra. So this is a deeper back bend. Keep your chin nice and level with the floor. Breathe. It doesn't matter how far back you can go. We're just opening up the chest a little deeper than in Sphinx. Beautiful. Lower all the way down. Send the arms back by your sides. We're going to come into locust pose. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest, lift the legs, lift the arms. Everything lifted off the mat. Continue to breathe. Take 4 breaths here. If you need to come out of it at any point, by all means do so, but if you can keep holding it, keep holding it. You're doing great. This is an amazing posture to really strengthen your back and your glutes. Keep breathing, you're almost done. Exhale, lower down. Very nice. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press your way back into child's pose, and take a couple breaths here. In and out through the nose. Let your heart rate come back to a little closer to normal. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop pose and exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths here. Get comfy. And then when you are ready, inhale that right leg up to the ceiling. Reach through the hips and exhale. Plant the right foot between the hands. Lower the left knee to the mat and come up into your low lunge. You can bring the arms up overhead, or you can rest the hands on the right thigh, whatever is most comfortable for you. Breathe nice and deeply here. Relaxing through your hips, getting a nice good stretch, but also really pushing through the heel of the right foot to firm up through your leg. Very nice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Send the hips back into half split pose. If you want blocks here under your hands, go ahead and grab them. Use whatever props you need. Otherwise, folding from the hips over your right leg, getting a nice stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come back into your low lunge. Curl the left toes under and pop up into your high lunge or your crescent pose. Breathe nice and deep here. Find one single point to focus on. This is your drishti point. This will help you balance. This will help you stabilize yourself. Beautiful. Pivot yourself to the left. And then make sure your toes are out, heels are in. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale, come down into goddess pose. Cactusing the arms by your sides. We're just gonna hold this for 5 breaths. Breathe nice and deep, breathe through it. You've got it. We're not here for very long. See if you can go a little deeper. A little deeper. And stand all the way up overhead. Turn the toes so they're parallel to the short edge of the mat. Toes are facing forward. And exhale into your wide-legged forward fold. And tuck the chin into the chest. Relax into your fold here. Continuing to breathe in and out through the nose. And then walk the hands over to the right. Pivot the right toes so they're facing the front of the mat. And then from here, spring up into your half split pose with the left leg extended back behind you. And again, it doesn't matter how deep you go here, how much you lift that left leg. Focus on just lifting the leg as much as you can without straining and tucking your chin into your chest. This is a little bit of a balance pose as well. So really firm up through that leg. Beautiful. Exhale the left leg down to the mat. Roll all the way up to standing. And from here, we're going to come into tree pose. So pick the point where your left foot wants to be. Maybe it's at the ankle, maybe it's pressing into the shin, or it's pressing into the thigh. All of them do the same thing. Pick whichever one is most comfortable for you. Find that point of focus, that drishti point. Scoop your abs back to your spine. Bring your hands to heart center and balance. Very nice. Bring the left foot back down to the mat. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale. Hinge at the hips, fold forward. We're making our way back to downward dog, however you like. I'm inhaling through a halfway lift, stepping back into plank pose and moving through chaturanga. You're welcome to just move right back into downward facing dog or move through a baby cobra. Beautiful. Walk it out for a moment. Press through the heels. Get a nice stretch in the back of the legs and through the shoulders. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, plant the left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee down to the mat and come up into your low lunge. And even though we're a lot more stable in low lunge, still find that drishti point, that point of focus. Fix your gaze on it. Don't look away from it. And then activate your core. Press through the heels to help you balance. Exhale the hands down to the mat and press back the hips over the knees to come into half split pose. Breathe nice and deep here in this stretch. And again, if you want to use blocks here, just to lengthen through your spine a little bit more, absolutely do so. Take another deep breath in, come forward into your low lunge, curl the right toes under and pop up into your high lunge. And again, find that point of focus, engage your core, scoop it back to the spine, and breathe. Feel yourself firm here, even if you feel out of balance. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, pivot to the right side of the mat, keeping the legs nice and wide, toes out, heels in. Exhale, come down into your goddess pose. So knees bent, arms bent in a cactus. 5 breaths here. You can do it. Sink a little lower than you think you can go. Keep breathing. Keep going. You're almost there. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And inhale. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Turn the toes so they're facing the side of the mat and they're parallel to the short edges. And exhale, fold forward into your wide-legged forward fold. And just relax here in this forward fold. You can sway side to side here if that feels good for you. Or you can just clasp your ankles and pull yourself closer to your knees. Beautiful. Walk your hands to the left foot, pivot the left toes so they're facing the front of the mat, and spring up into your half split, lifting the right leg back behind you. Again, it doesn't matter how high that right leg is. Focus on just lifting it as much as you can without strain and tucking your chin into your chest. And breathe, of course. Breathe in and out through the nose. Focus on how your breath feels here in this pose. Bring the right foot back down to the mat. Roll all the way up to standing. and we're coming into tree pose. So find where your right foot wants to be, whether that's at your ankle, your shin, or the inner thigh. And again, find that point of focus. Scoop your core back to the spine, lengthen through the tailbone. Fix your gaze on your immovable point of focus. Beautiful. Let that right foot come down to the mat and make your way back to downward dog however you want. I'm exhaling into a forward fold, inhaling to halfway lift, and then moving through plank and chaturanga, but you're welcome to move through cobra or just right into downward facing dog. Yogi's choice, of course. And walk out your legs in downward dog a little bit. Very nice. Bring the right foot between the hands. Plant the left foot so it's at a bit of a 30-degree angle and come up into warrior one. Lifting the arms up overhead, bringing that right knee directly over the right ankle. Press through the feet so much, almost so that you could split the mat apart. Really feel your foundation firm here. Again, find that point of focus. Almost like you're getting tunnel vision at this one spot that you're focusing on for all of these more balancing poses. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten that right leg, make sure your hips stay nice and square. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale forward, coming into pyramid pose. And again, if you want blocks under your hands here to really lengthen through your spine, you can. Otherwise, you can just focus on folding forward over that right extended leg. Wherever you are, come back to your breath. See how the breath feels in your body in this pose. Maybe examine, does it feel different than it did in half split? Bend the left leg, come up into forward fold, bend the knees, and come right up into chair pose. Bend the knees as much as is comfortable, and you can have the arms reaching up overhead, or you can have the arms at heart center, whatever is most comfortable. Either way, I want you to still be lifting through the chest, lifting through the collarbone, broadening across the chest, just like we did in cat-cow. Beautiful. Transfer the weight to the right foot, lift the left leg, and wrap the left leg around the right. We're coming into eagle pose. Bring your arms into 90 degrees in front of you and wrap the left arm underneath the right, and you can bind your arms once or twice, or you can just give yourself a hug and reach your hands to your shoulders. Again, find that immovable object of your point of focus. Breathe nice and deep, wherever you are. Beautiful. Come out of it, both feet to the mat. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, and make your way back into downward facing dog, however you would like. Yogi's choice, choose your own adventure here. When you get into downward dog, just walk it out a little bit. Take a breath. Slow it down. And then bring the left foot between the hands, plant the right foot at a 30-degree angle, and come up into your warrior one. Arms up overhead, pressing through the heels of both feet. You are strong, you are capable. You have tunnel vision on the things you need to focus on. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the hips. Straighten that left leg. Make sure your hips stay square. Inhale nice and tall and exhale, fold forward. Again, use your blocks here if you want to keep your spine nice and supported and long. Otherwise, fold forward, reaching through the spine towards the knee. Breathing nice and deep, in and out through the nose. Still pressing through the feet. Bend the right foot. Come up into forward fold, bend the knees, and lift right up into chair pose. Again, don't worry, this is the last chair pose. Bend the knees a little bit more. Breathe nice and deep. Almost there. You're doing great. We're going to move right into eagle pose. If you need to straighten the legs at any point, you can. Transfer the weight into the left leg and lift the right leg to wrap around the left, either once or twice. Bring the arms into 90 degrees in front of you, and this time the left arm binds underneath the right, either once or twice, or give yourself a hug by bringing your hands to your shoulders. Find that point of focus again. Allow yourself to get tunnel vision as you focus on that. It will help you balance and it will keep you stable. As stable as you can. Balance is imbalance in motion, after all. Release everything, come up to a standing position, reach the arms overhead. Well done. Very nice. From here, bring the toes together and you're just going to lower all the way down to your tippy toes. If this is too complicated, you can just lower right down onto your bum for a seated position. But if you want to try out the balance on your tippy toes, bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes on your point of focus. Beautiful. And everybody, pop down to your bums, then plant the feet, bend the knees. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. Hands come behind you, palms down. Lift up through the hips, press into the heels, press into the hands. Look up to the ceiling and lift the hips as much as you can. 5 breaths here. Really lift through the hips. Lift, lift, lift as much as you can. Exhale, lower down. Now you can do that reverse tabletop one more time, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can come with me and come into reverse tabletop. Extend the legs long, lift the hips, almost like an incline plank here, and breathe, really pressing through the hands. And you can throw your head back if that feels comfortable, but if you do so, be very gentle with your neck. Come all the way down to a seat. And then bring the soles of feet together, knees out for butterfly pose. Inhale up through the spine and exhale, fold forward over your legs. Starting to slow down our practice a little bit here, so come back to the breath. How does the breath feel in your nose, in your body? Press up into a straight spine. Extend the right leg long and bring the left foot to the outside of the right knee. You can keep that right leg long or you can fold it underneath you so the right foot is outside of the left hip. Either way, hug that left knee into your chest and then twist to the left, bringing the left hand behind you as a kickstand and maybe hugging that knee towards your chest for your twist. You get the same benefits both ways. Whether that bottom leg is bent or extended is really just a matter of comfort. So again, choose your own adventure here. Both ways are right. With every inhale, you're lengthening through your spine. With every exhale, you're twisting just a little bit more. Come back to center. Extend the left leg long and bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. And again, you can keep that left knee or that left leg straight, or you can bend it underneath so the left foot is outside the right hip. Either way, hug the right knee to the chest, lengthen through the spine, exhale, twist to the right. Breathe into your twist. Make sure you're twisting from your core. You can look wherever is comfortable, whether that's over your shoulders or facing in front of you. Beautiful. Come back to center, extend both legs long in front of you, flex the feet as much as you can, inhale through the spine and exhale, fold forward. Doesn't matter how far you go in your forward fold, it doesn't matter if you can go as far as I can or farther than me. I want you to focus on reaching your chest towards your knees and then just hold whatever is comfortable. If you can hold onto your toes, great. If you can hold onto your calves, great. If you want to tuck the hands under the knees, also great. Again, choose your own adventure. Your body is going to be unique and needs certain things, so pay attention to what those things are. Come up into a nice straight spine, scoot the bum forward, grab the knees, and roll all the way down onto your back. Maybe rock side to side here. Massage the low back. You're welcome to close your eyes here if that feels comfortable. And coming into happy baby. So grab the outsides of the feet, calves or behind the thighs, and open up the knees towards the shoulders, pulling the knees towards the mat. Feel your spine lengthen, your low back release, and breathe. Beautiful. Bring the knees back together, give them a little squeeze. And then let the left leg go long, hug the right knee into the chest. And then bring the right knee directly over the right hip and use the left hand to guide the knee across you to the left, coming into a very gentle twist. Your right arm can come out as a cactus arm or extended out, whatever is comfortable. You're welcome to close your eyes in these reclined poses as we are on our way to Shavasana. Bring your attention back to your nose, breathing in and out. Nice and deep, the deepest breaths you've taken all day. Beautiful. Come back to center. Give that right knee one more little hug. And then switch legs. Extend the right leg long. Hug the left knee to the chest. And then bring the left knee over the left hip. Use the right hand to guide the left leg across you to the right for your twist. Same thing, extend the left arm however is comfortable. Look wherever is comfortable, whether that's up at the ceiling or over to the left. And breathe. This doesn't need to be intense or deep. If you feel any clenching or gripping, maybe in your low back or your hips or your glutes, see if you can release through those muscles. Allow those muscles to relax. Beautiful. Come back to center. Hug the left knee into your chest. Extend both legs long, feet as wide as the mat. Relax your hands by your sides. Shimmy the shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes if they aren't already. And relax here in your Shavasana. Release any attention on your breath, on your body, on anything that you brought to your yoga mat today. And let yourself just be here in this space, in these four corners of your yoga mat. And rest. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose. And begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Make circles with the wrists and the ankles. You can reach your arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And very gently press your way up into a seated position. When you arrive, inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. And exhale, pull the hands through the midline to heart center. Take a moment to say thank you to yourself for showing up on the mat today. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more yoga coming to you every Thursday. And until I see you next time, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.